Welcome in, it's Chit Chat and Chapters. I'm Austin, she's Lauren.
Hello, hello.
How are you doing today, Lauren?
I am fantastic. I just got back from the most magical place on earth, and how can you be bad coming off of that?
Right, absolutely. A little Disney vacation.
Absolutely.
Got to see all the princesses and feel just like a child.
Oh yeah. So the fun thing about Lauren is I actually I growing up I've gotten better, but like when I was little I refused to go see any of the characters. I loved Disney. I loved all of it, but I would not get a signature or go up to anyone. It didn't matter if they were like in the full suit, it didn't matter if they were like face, like princess vibes where they're just dressed up. Nope, I refused to go to all of them. And even now as an adult, that is my least favorite part. I will go to the princesses because I can like talk to them, but the like suit characters that don't talk, I'm uncomfy. I don't want to do it.
I don't love that. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little. Not
I'm a
my
pin
favorite.
trader. I'm a pin trader through and through. I love the pin trading.
You're what?
A pin trader.
Pin trader. Okay. I listen. I lived in Florida for 4 years, and I went to Disney twice in those 4 years. And the way to describe like how Liz and I view Disney and Universal and all that sort of stuff is that we had a 2-day 2-park pass to Universal. And so on the first day, we did Harry Potter World, like we did the whole thing, had an absolute blast, and then like later in the week went to the other park in Universal, and then rode the Hogwarts Express back to Harry Potter World. And as we walked around Harry Potter World, we went, well, we've already seen this, and that was it. And we're like, okay, we don't understand park people. Like, don't quite understand like I understand for like when my kid turns 5 and he's seen all the movies, I'm absolutely gonna want to take him to Disney.
7 we have figured out is the ideal age. We did a whole lot of theorizing on it. 7 is the ideal age.
Why 7?
So you have another little one who will be 5 at that point.
That is correct.
But 7 is the ideal age because you're in like what, 3rd-ish grade at 7. You are old enough to handle yourself for an entire day because you're walking like 20,000 steps. And
True.
a stroller in Disney is the most obnoxious thing you can do. They get everywhere. There's no appropriate parking for them. You run into everyone. You can't take them on necessarily like, obviously you're not taking a stroller on rides. You have to park it somewhere and hope your stuff doesn't get stolen. Like there's a whole side of the stroller thing. So at 7, they're going to be able to walk the whole park the whole day. They're not going to scream when they don't get something. You can communicate with them well enough to understand that, like, we're going to go get the Mickey sandwich over here because it's $5 cheaper. Like, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They can ride more of the rides because they then reach the height requirement, which makes it more enjoyable for you as a parent. And they're not taking naps. Like, it's a whole thing that we have decided that 7 is like the idea, but yet the magic is still there. They understand that they love Mickey still, but they love Mickey and they love Stitch from some of the older movie. Like, they like both sides of it.
I'm down with your logic. I think that makes total sense.
Yep,
Well,
7.
good. I didn't want to spend the money on Disney yet anyway.
Exactly. Yep, 7
I've got
to
a
10.
friend. I've got a friend who every single year he goes with his family to either Orlando or California.
So we
single year.
went.
Puts
So we went.
everything on the Disney credit card. He's a
Nope.
Disney fiend. He's a fanatic.
Oh, see, I'm a Disney adult. I consider myself a Disney adult with a lowercase d and a lowercase a. I'm like the baby version of it.
Okay.
We went 2 years ago for my 30th, and then we just got back for my mom's 60th. Going every other year, I feel like is too much, but I could see, even me loving Disney, I could see going once every like 5 years. Once
Okay.
some of the rides are updated, when they do like a full merch rehaul on everything, so there's new stuff to even look at in the stores.
Sure.
They've rebranded a ride, they've opened a new world, there's a new festival going on at Epcot, whatever. Every year,
Epcot.
that's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, every year, every single year. That is his family vacation. Every single year, he takes.
I'd get bored.
During the winter, he takes his wife and 2 kids to either Orlando or California. And
Nope,
and
I'd
listen,
get bored.
that's your thing. Great.
Oh,
I'm
totally.
really happy for you. He knows he's going to get a quality product. He knows that they're going to ride fun rides. He knows what shows he's going to see. All that sort of stuff. I don't blame him for having a go.
No.
Not at all. It's not for me.
Oh, yeah.
I would
They're also
much
way
rather-
cheaper go-tos.
That is true. Well, I mean, to his credit, he does all of the Disney stuff. He has the Disney credit card that he puts all of his business stuff on.
Yeah.
Like he has a number of like pass holder privileges. Like he's been a
Yep.
pass holder for a long time, and so like he has a lot. If you've done it for a long time, the perks and benefits makes more sense. If
That's
you're
fair.
just getting into it, not so much.
That's fair.
But
But
enough talking about Disney. We are a book podcast. Dang it!
R.
What books have you finished this week?
Since I was on the plane, you know I did some heckin' reading.
Yeah.
And I did a reread of People We Meet on Vacation. The movie is coming out.
Nice.
And we had to. Obviously,
You were going on
the movie-
vacation. It just
The
makes
movie
sense.
came out. Like, what am I even saying? The movie came out. It's out into the universe, but I needed to read it before I watch it. So we did the reread. This will forever be. I read this book. I checked my Goodreads back in 2022.
Yeah.
Before I was rating or even giving star ratings or reviewing anything. Emily Henry's just top tier always. Always.
Nice. I have an Emily Henry book. Oh, we moved stuff upstairs. We put both our boys in the same bedroom, and so now we took a bookshelf upstairs.
Yep.
I can't remember what the book is, but it's one of the next ones that I'm gonna read.
Good.
So I've got that locked down. Did
She's
you
fun.
finish it? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I think you'll really enjoy her because like one of the things I realized I really love about this book and something that Emily Henry does really well in all of her writing is takes a really simple plot and does it really well and dives into it and takes the time to really just break it down and build it up appropriately. Like she doesn't try to do too much and gives the things room to breathe that they need, and you come to the conclusions with the characters, not ahead of because it's too easy or behind them because you're trying to play catch up. Like it's written in a way that you just it feels nostalgia even though it's not. Like this book is a recent book, you know, it gives you all those warm fuzzy feelings that you want to feel because it's such a basic plot that you can really really sink your teeth into it. So I think like this is one of those romance books that I would absolutely recommend to a guy or a girl across the board.
That's high praise. That's
Yeah.
that's some big statements.
Yeah.
Very nice.
What about you? What's on your bookshelf? What are we reading?
I finished 2 books.
Good for you.
Neither of them are the dumb Colton romance.
Return of the Coltons.
Yeah, neither of them are. That's actually the book that I have just started, and just give me a minute. But I finished 2 books, 3 books, 4 books. I finished 4
Look at
books.
you.
I know, crazy. So I finished 2 anthologies of short stories from the Dresden Files universe.
Nice.
So the one is called Side Jobs, one is called Briefcases, and they're very interesting. I really enjoyed the fact that I got to see some other characters be the main character and see how that world works and all that sort of stuff. And I just like Jim Butcher's writing of the universe. I did rub up against the fact that every single character is Harry Dresden, but with a different quirk. So, like, they're all pretty horny, and they're all, like, they all kind of think the same way. And so it's like, yeah, man, like, you did write a different character. It's just Harry Dresden, though. So, I bumped up against that a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, okay, we get it. You write one character really well, but the point of this is to write a different character.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's fair.
And I get it. Harry has touched so many of these people and has
That's
influenced
fair.
them in such a specific way. I get that. But
I mean, but
like,
still,
I love Harry Dresden. I'm very excited for the next book to come out. Let's keep Harry Dresden Harry Dresden.
that's fair.
I finished Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey.
Yes!
Really, really good.
How'd it go? Tell me everything.
I really love this. The
I knew
audiobook,
it.
really, really good.
Yep.
And the thing that there are two things that really stuck out to me, and one is I couldn't have made it as a son of his dad. Like I just
No.
couldn't. Like I like to think of myself as big, strong, masculine dude who can handle himself, but like I would have like there's the story of him talking about the time that he could have challenged his dad and like he got caught for stealing the pizza or whatever and his dad like yelled at him and Matthew McConaughey peed himself because he was so scared of his dad. That would have been me. And I know it. And
Yep.
there's a part of me that's like I hate to admit that. But, worked out for Matthew McConaughey, so
Right? Yeah. Oh, good. I'm so glad you loved it. I knew that would be a good one for you. Yeah.
and he's so funny. He's so witty.
Oh, yes. And like obviously the audiobook, I mean, shit, I could listen to him and read everything all the time anyway, but like to hear him put the nuance in his stories just adds this layer that is so it's so good.
The Australia story is the funniest story of
Yes. Oh, see, like that's the
absolutely
thing.
incredible.
I have not read this book in probably 5 years. Like, I read it on a road trip with my family forever ago, and I still remember exactly what you're talking about for each. Like, you're like, yeah, the pizza story, and I'm like, yep, I could tell you every detail about that. That's how well that sticks with you, and it's so funny and it's so well written. With like, it's just, oh yes, 100%, 100%.
One thing that is interesting to get a little deeper is that he does a really good job of making you like we're the same, right? We're the
Yeah.
same person. He does a really good job of that until he starts talking about how famous he is. And it's interesting because I've been running into with stand-up comedians, I love stand-up comedy. One of my favorite comedians is Tom Segura. Tom Segura like his whole shtick is how he's one of us. He's whatever. But he's gotten so big that, doing Two Bears, One Cave, doing some of the shenanigans that he does for social media, there's this huge disconnect when he does stand up because I know you're not like me anymore.
Yeah.
And
It's hard. I think like I completely agree. I think the only reason I didn't mind it is because obviously Matthew McConaughey is not us. And so like I don't mind it coming from him because I'm glad he gets to that awareness. Like I think it would be worse. I think it would be worse if he tried to still be like, "Look, I'm just one of you guys." No, 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 you were. And I love the fact that you're now where you are and you were one of us. But you're not now, and that's okay. Like you said
absolutely.
with the comedian, I have a couple influencers that are like that too, that like have started their own brands and like really I loved watching them in their journey with this small business, and then their small business started taking them to like Maui every weekend, and they moved
Yep.
to SoCal, and it's like, hey, we're not the same person anymore. Stop acting like it.
Exactly. That's exactly it. And he definitely does acknowledge I'm famous now. This is now the life I have lived kind of thing.
Yeah.
The fact that he chases a wet dream twice, like, and just goes off to South America and Africa, like, yeah, it's not like us. And that's
Yeah,
okay.
no.
And he admits
Right.
it.
Yep. But he still tells it on a very real level, I feel like, too. He doesn't necessarily like overly romanticize it in this big, grandiose type way.
Yeah.
Like he makes it, I understand brushing up against it a little bit because he almost does say it in a way that makes you kind of believe you could do it too. And then you do step back and you're like, no, I go to work on Monday. Like, cannot.
I can buy one-way ticket and then be stuck in Africa is what I can
Yep.
do.
100%.
So, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. 5 stars, really, really good. And then I finished Nightmare Arcanist, the first of the Frith Chronicles. I give it 4.25 stars, rounded up to 5, just to spite you. Um, this book, so you know the cliche of like, oh, the dark man who controls the shadows,
Oh,
right? That's your boy. That's the boyfriend. He's the main character, and he's 15 and learning how to control the shadows.
oh, that's fun. Is it a YA?
It is YA. I
Fun.
knew it was YA. I didn't realize how young. Like it. He's 15, and that's like when they become an adult in this world.
Okay.
But he still very much is 15, and all the people around him are 15, and
That's
it
fun.
it is fun. It really is really good, and like the premise is really good, where you have to bond with a magical creature to gain magical powers, and you do that, and normally you bond with a creature that's young and has never bonded with anyone, and then the two of you like grow up together. He bonds with with a nightmare, spelled Knight. Basically, it's a suit of armor that can go into the shadows. He bonds with one that has already bonded with another person, and so it's fully grown. And that nightmare basically says, "Listen, if we're gonna do this, you have to avenge my old Arcanist murderer. You have to avenge him. You have to kill the guy that killed my other Arcanist." And he's like, "Sure, whatever. This evil thing is trying to kill me. I accept." Shakes hands. Boom. Gets magic powers and all that sort of stuff. It's very, very good, but it is
That's so
very
cool.
15-year-old.
I mean, yeah, but
Yep.
like, I don't care. That's fun.
Yeah, it's really, really good. It's the first of I think 8 books is what it is. Um, there are 8. And the last one is called Grandmaster Arcanist, so I'm very interested to. I'm going to continue it. I'm going to continue these books because I thought it was really good.
How long?
320 pages,
Oh yeah,
super easy. It was a breeze.
yeah.
Very,
Oh,
very
I
good.
love that.
Okay,
So
what are
fun.
you currently reading?
Currently, The Night and the Moth.
Ooh,
We're
that's a
picking
fun
it up.
cover.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I honestly don't know much about it. Rachel Gillig is the one that wrote One Dark Widow and Two Twisted Crows.
Great. I know nothing about those.
Oh, okay. They're very. I always hear them talked about when people talk about the Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom duology.
Gotcha.
So they're I have a feeling they're similar some way. I'll be honest. I go into a lot of my romantasy and fantasy books blind because if I get hung up on anything in the synopsis that I rub up against, I will not like the whole book and I have trouble getting into it.
Fair.
Because I'm so new to that genre, I prefer to go into it completely blind because I'm probably going to like it a lot more than if I read anything about it.
Sure.
But I've heard that she's phenomenal. I am like not even 20 pages into it. I've just barely touched it. But essentially this one I know has it's the knight is the male main character, is one of the knights in the army, and she's a diviner, so she does dreams is kind of her thing. Sure. And they're in a cathedral, and one of the comedic relief characters is a gargoyle named Bartholomew.
Nice.
And Bartholomew is like, he's everybody's favorite side character. Like, I heard him on so many top lists of like favorite side characters for 2025 was this gargoyle. So we love a witty side character,
Absolutely.
so I'm here for it.
100%. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
And like I said, this is going to be my fantasy year and romantasy. So like
How deep are you?
making sure
Into
we're
this
staying
one?
in the genre. What?
How deep are you into this one?
Like 12 pages.
Nice.
Just started.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. No, I was so bummed because I was supposed to be able to get like 3 or 4 days to literally do nothing but read. And then I swear the plague took me out. And you think you get sick and you're like, oh, I'm going to have so much time to read. But my head was in such a fog. I was not reading anything. So I wasn't able to pick that up before we went to Disney. So
When I get sick, I get on so much drugs that I
yeah,
just want to be in a coma. Like,
yep,
there's no doing anything. There's no, like, not even the best I can do is rewatch Bob's Burgers for the 100th time.
100%. I watched a lot of mindless YouTube and focused on drinking as much fluid as possible when I wasn't passed out.
That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
What you got to do. All right. I am currently reading 2 books. One,
Colton, the Revenge of Colton.
Yeah, Colton, Revenge of Colton. I don't even remember what the book's called. It's upstairs. Doesn't matter.
We all know.
It sucks. Okay, I'm 26 pages in, and this book sucks. I'm gonna finish it out of pure spite, and I want you to know right now, I'm gonna hate every freaking second of it.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
If you finish based off of your rating system, if you finish it, that means that it's got to be at least a 2 or 3 star book.
No! I can't do this! I can't! There's no way that I'm 26 pages in. I am on chapter 3. And you know what's nuts? You know how on the back of the book it's like someone is trying to kill his dogs and is pregnant, whatever, right?
Yeah. All that's
Okay.
already happened.
All of that happened before the book started.
Oh.
What we walk in on is the second shooting, and they immediately say, like, the inner monologue is, I shouldn't have had sex with her that one time before when she came and checked on my dog who got shot through the barn. Like, what? All this already happened? Oh, golly.
At least it's only like 200 pages.
It's only like 200 pages. I can get through it. I'm brave.
Are you still going to read both of them then?
The other one's shorter. The other one, like, this one's like
good.
240 pages. The other one is like 206. And that one, at the very least, is probably just cliche riddled and not stupid. Because this one is a stupid premise. Someone trying to shoot his dogs and his not wife, his baby mama.
I can't. That's so funny. It's so good.
Stupid.
So bad.
It's so stupid. And I'm like, I can't get over it. I cannot get over how dumb this book is.
So funny.
So, I'm reading that book. I'm also reading. I'll probably finish this book today. I am. Let's see what Libby says. I am 77% of the way through The 3 Lives of Kate Kay
Oh, yeah. I haven't read it, but I've heard about it.
by Kate Fagan, and I bet for someone else this is a 5-star book.
For a lot of people, this is a 5-star.
For a lot of people, this is a 5-star book. Very well written. Very interesting. I'm not a lesbian.
Really?
Crazy, right. And because of that, like, this whole book, every character, except for, like, 2, is a lesbian. And they're finding their way in the world. And, like, there's a whole conversation to be had about, like, our main character, she figures out that she's gay while she's in this small town, and her best friend is the pretty girl that everyone likes and all this sort of stuff, and it's just the 2 of them, and she admits to her that she is in love with her, and the friend is not. The friend is straight, and that's, like, it happens, and the friend realizes down the road that she kind of, like, just kind of pulled her along because she liked, like,
Like
the attention that someone who is in love with her got her. And so it's very, very interesting. And there's another character that comes in later, where they have a thing together, and Like there's a whole lot that goes into it, and it all revolves around. I can really relate to the emotions of wanting to be loved,
Oh yeah.
and this book does a great job of exploring those. But it's a book that is just not meant for a straight white dude,
Fair.
and I think that's is what it is. You
Oh,
know?
that's yeah, completely acceptable.
Yeah, I think by the end, I bet by the end it's going to be 4.5 stars. I'm three
Yeah.
quarters of
If
the
it,
way
if it's
through.
well written like that, I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I'm 3.5, or I'm 3/4 of the way through. I feel pretty confident it's not going to drop below 4.
yeah.
But I know for
Well, good.
certain
I mean, like,
it's not going to be a 5 for me, and that's fine.
yeah. I mean, considering how far removed you are from that, obviously, like the fact that it's still a 4+ is a testament to how good of a book it is, how well written it
Absolutely.
is, character development and all the rest of it,
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
absolutely.
It's a really good book.
I've heard that. I've heard that because that one, The Three Lives, is like the three separate. Is it the three separate timelines?
Yeah, sort of. So, there's the name she was born to, which is Anne Marie, and that talks about her like life growing up. And then there's Cassandra Ford is her second name, and then there's Kate K. Kate K is her pen name or her.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
She's an author, and she
Yep.
has a book that turns into a series of movies and blows up and all this sort of stuff. And she,
Yep.
Cassandra Ford, no one knows who Kate K is,
Yeah.
and so it's the three lives of this
Yep.
person, and
Yeah.
so it's very very good.
I am very excited. So along the same train as like the Emily Henry, we talked about Atmosphere a lot last year.
Yeah.
You still need to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
Okay.
That makes it even more. You need to read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which
Alright.
I will also state. If the Emily Henry book that you got is Great Big Beautiful Life,
Maybe it sounds
if it is, read The Seven Husbands first.
okay. It's on my Goodreads, so give me 1 second. But Liz
Okay.
bought the book for me, and A Great Big Beautiful Life. Yep, that is the one.
Okay, I'm going to recommend you read The Seven Husbands first. I've heard a lot of Well, I'll let you decide. Let me give you the information. I've heard a lot of discourse that Great Big Beautiful Life tried really hard to do what Seven Husbands did, but Seven Husbands does it 100 times better. And so I am concerned because of my love for Seven Husbands. I'm concerned that if you read Great Big Beautiful Life, you'll consider that the knockoff, not the other way around.
I
I
understand.
want you to get the full effect of Seven Husbands. And so, like, that's why I would say still read that first, but then go into Great Big Beautiful Life thinking of it as a separate book. Not, remove yourself from it.
Interesting.
But you could also look at that backwards as, read that one first because then you could read the quote unquote better done version of that story in Seven Husbands after. Something to
Given me
think
a lot
about.
to think about.
Yes.
You've given me a lot to think about, but the one thing I know for sure is that the next book I'm buying from Barnes and Noble is Onyx Storm, so it doesn't really matter what's next.
Yes! Let's go!
Yep. Oh goodness. All right, we gotta move on. We've been talking for too long. We got a next segment coming up is cover judges coming your way right after this.
And we are back. We're kicking things off with everyone's favorite. Okay, I don't know if it's everyone's favorite, but it is. I think it's our favorite. I think you and I can agree that it's probably our favorite.
We do
Bong,
do this
bong.
segment a lot.
I know it's so fun though. We're doing cover judges.
Yeah, we are.
Bring in the gavel. Bring in the cloaks. It is time. We're judging covers.
Powdered wigs, the whole nine.
Yeah, obviously. The whole nine.
That's right. January 2026. Have you had to write down 2026 yet?
Yes, and I've failed every time.
Nailed it. Perfect.
Yep. Typing
these
it
are-
in too.
What?
Typing it in too. I also type it incorrectly.
Yeah.
So.
I
right.
just pray that it auto fills the date. I'm going to be honest. The top 5 books of January 2026 that people are most excited about. We're going to judge the covers of them, the top 5, and we also are going to have some honorable mentions. Do we want to hit the honorable mentions right off the bat?
Sure, let's do it.
Okay, I'll go first. I'll get mine out of the way.
Okay.
Because mine's the one everyone is fully prepared to be.
Yeah, everybody knows.
Yeah, everyone already knows. It is The Dresden Files, number 18, 12 Months by Jim Butcher. And I do have to say, I don't like many of the covers that the Dresden Files has.
That's really fair.
It shows a person, problem number 1. Problem number 2, in the book it specifically talks about how Harry Dresden doesn't wear a hat.
And then every cover has a hat.
Every cover has him in a hat. Like, it infuriates me because there are many moments where someone will go, "Where's your hat, cowboy?" And he's like, "I don't wear a hat." It's so specific. So
And then every cover has a hat.
yeah. So I'm really excited for this book. It's like rating 1 through 5, right?
Yeah.
This is a 3. This is
Yeah.
It's interesting because it's a wizard and wizard runes and stuff. But other than that, it ain't much.
Yeah, I'll say, like, out of all of the covers that I have seen, this is probably, like, the one that intrigues me the most out of all the covers I have seen. So, like, I would also give it, like, a 3. I also really don't like a lot of the other covers. Also, missed opportunity. Why is the 18th book called 12 Months? Should have been book 12. I'm just calling that out there.
Boo. Boo. When was book 12? Hang on. When was book 12 published? Hold on. I'm figuring this out. Dresden Files. Okay, here we go. Book 12 was published in 2010. So you're telling me 16 years ago he needed to know that he was going to write a book called 12 Months and make that one this one.
Yeah.
Duh.
That's called mapping. Come on.
Ooh. Goodness. Man.
Alrighty.
All right, I'm very excited for it. It's got a 4.4 stars with 36,000 shelvings. People are excited for Harry Dresden, Professional Wizard of Chicago.
Heck yeah. And do we know how many there's going to be of these? Because didn't you say it's kind of starting to wrap up?
It feels like this is like one of the last 2, maybe 3. He hasn't announced anything, but it feels like this could be the penultimate Dresden Files, knowing what I know about the world.
Very nice. Cool. Okay. So then my honorable mention, The Future Saints by Ashley Winstead. It's so the little like blurb of it, I can't not think of it because like it is also what it makes me think of. It says that it's perfect for fans of Daisy Jones and the Six and In 5 Years. And it gives that like very Hollywood. Like the minute I saw this, I was like, oh, we're going to be idolizing some Hollywood stars right here. Future Saints, it's a catchy name. You know, it's the palm trees with the sparkles and the sunshine, the day and night vibes, that summer golden hair. Like,
it's beautiful.
It tells me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I like this cover.
Yeah. It gives old school retro movie vibes. Like I'm gonna give it a 5-star. I'm gonna give this like this is like such, and that's saying something because it technically has a person on the cover.
It does,
but you can't see their face.
That's big. That's
huge. There's no face.
No face. Super important. I was gonna give it 4. I was gonna give it 4 stars.
That's fair.
Mostly because I don't like, and this is a pure personal choice of mine. I don't like when it's just a box of color and then a photo above. I want the whole thing to be fluid and together.
the only reason I totally agree 80% of the time. I think that like if I'm hoping this is set retro, because if it's retro, then you get more of that blocking and like the kind of feels a little bit more like an area, like it feels like an era movie poster. It's kind of the more vibes that it gives me with like the different like blocks together, very modular, very like whatever. And so I'm hoping that it's set, that it's more historical fiction, because if it is in that same kind of Daisy Jones and the Six type era, then I think it lends itself to that a little bit more. I also like it though, partly just because like if you were to make that the whole cover and tried to put that big Future Saints text over it, you're gonna lose it a lot.
That's true. That's very true. It's a good cover. I give 4 out of 5. Very good cover. Okay, before we get into the top 5, I want to talk about number 8, which is Woman Down by Colleen Hoover, which, number 1, this cover sucks. I don't like it.
Yeah. The woman is in fact not down. She's standing.
She's not down. Can confirm. Not down. But I want to talk about this because my wife has read a number of Colleen Hoover books, and every single time she reads a Colleen Hoover book, it gets worse and worse. Like, she likes the books less and less each time she reads a Colleen Hoover book. And
do you know which one she started with?
She started with what's
probably
the
Verity
movie?
Verity?
I think Verity is what she started with.
Well, Verity is being turned into a movie. The one that turned into the movie is the It Begins or It Ends With Us with Blake Lively.
Yeah. One of those two was like her first Colleen Hoover book. And that was one of the first books that she read when she started getting back into reading as an adult.
Totally.
She just finished a Colleen Hoover book. I don't remember what it is. She really didn't like it. Like 3, maybe 2 stars for her. My sister Lil, who is not a reader, loved it. And that goes hand in hand with Liz's theory, and that is that Colleen Hoover is really good for people who don't read a lot.
Yep. Well, I completely agree with that. I think that's also why Verity and It Ends With Us, like those types of ones, became such cult reader books, and became the entry point for so many. I cannot tell you the amount of influencers I follow that used to do fitness content, read Verity, and are now doing reader content.
Whoa.
I notice a significant amount of I completely see that. I see a significant amount of influencers and stuff that like have really picked up on the reading side of the book talk side of things, and it seems to have all start with a Colleen Hoover book,
which is good because we want more people to read. And so
reading is reading.
Reading is reading. And so maybe that is a thing of like, hey, if you know someone who's trying to get into reading, get them a Colleen Hoover book. If you've got a friend who has read a lot and they're like, I'm thinking about reading Colleen Hoover, get them away from it.
Yeah. Well, and it's really interesting too because like I am going to choose not to go deep into this simply because I don't want this to be this podcast. She's a problematic person. Like we should not be supporting her. Oh. It's very simple. We should not be supporting her. Yeah. And so for it to but there is this really interesting dichotomy of, just like you said, if you want to get a reader and you know that they're going to like a Colleen Hoover book, do you get them the book knowing that she's a problematic person, but it's going to open such a wide door for so many wonderful, amazing books and other things out there? Or do you not? Because she's a problematic person.
Interesting question.
I've had a really love-hate relation. I've had a really hard time with her because of that.
That's very interesting. I think, to put an answer to it, what you do instead of offering a Colleen Hoover book, you instead offer a Frida McFadden book, number 2.
There we go.
So I'm going to jump ahead to number 2, just because
that's fine.
I do think that Frida McFadden is in a similar vein as Colleen Hoover because they
Yep.
both like twisty, thrillery. That's the type of writer they are. I think Frida McFadden is better at writing.
Yep.
And if you do like The Housemaid as the
Yep.
first book that you offer to people,
Yep.
I think that that's a perfect intro into reading as an adult.
They're popcorn books. You
That's
sit with
exactly.
you sit with a bowl of popcorn and you're devouring it before you know your popcorn's done, and you just
Yep.
go like, "Wait, what just happened?"
Yep,
Yep.
100%. And in terms of the Frida McFadden book, Dear Debbie is coming out. It's got 4.47 stars with 11 over 1,100 ratings, almost 200,000 shelvings on Goodreads. People are excited about this book. What do you think about the cover?
I would actually say it's one of her better ones.
Well, it doesn't just say Frida McFadden on it, so yeah, it's definitely an
Yeah,
improvement.
exactly. Well, and it's also not just like some random body part that you see, which is so many mystery books nowadays have either a house or a body part, and that's all you get. And you're like, wow, creepy setting or creepy person. This with the flower and the scissors totally is like, okay, this intrigues me. And
Yeah.
like obviously I know Frida McFadden writes a twisty book. This though gives me a chance to think for myself without her thinking for me.
Yeah, 100%. And it's a little, like you said, it's not as simple as the last Frida McFadden book that came out. I don't remember what it was called, but it was just a broken window was the
Yes.
whole cover. And that's
Yes.
what I expect. And so this is a nice, like, breath of fresh air. This is a 3-star. This is,
Yeah,
hung
I would.
jury.
I was even going to give it a 4-star, just because
I could give it a
also
4-star. I feel confident in that.
if I see this on a thriller shelf, I'm also going to go, why is this bright cover here?
Yes.
It's going to
100%.
stop me. The neon text with a like the color palette of it itself also just gives me very like, wait, why is this here? Is this a romance? Like, whoa, why is this bright color on this shelf?
Yep. Couldn't agree more. I think you've hit it right on the head. Yeah. It's a 4-star cover. I like it.
Yep.
Okay, let's back up. Number 5. The first time I saw him, it is the second in the Hannah Hall series. We got to buzz through some of these. This looks like a cover I've seen 100 times.
Yeah. And also, it's also one of those covers that bothers me because I can't tell you if it's a romance, fiction, mystery.
Yeah.
It's a nondescript, generic book.
Apparently, it is a pulse-pounding journey in the riveting and deeply moving sequel to the number one New York Times best-selling blockbuster Apple TV Plus show, The Last Thing He Told Me. So, I don't know.
I don't know. I still don't know if pulse pounding means that it's a thriller or a contemporary fiction. I still have that
Nothing
gives
to
me
me.
nothing.
It truly means absolutely nothing. So,
2.
Two.
You know, I yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. Okay, this one's interesting. Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. This is her first intro into being a fiction writer.
Yep.
Apparently, people don't love it because the 630 ratings on it puts it at 3.77 stars. And so, but the cover's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's evocative, man. And knowing it's Jeanette McCurdy, it makes me go, I know exactly what this book is about.
Yeah, it does. And I don't know if I like that though.
Ooh, interesting.
It again gives that kind of retro vibe a little bit, you know, with like the done up nails. It kind of gives like glossy movie or glossy magazine cover a little bit with like the novel down in the corner and the little number one times New York bestseller down in the bottom. You know, it's kind of like out there a little bit. And I like that it's going to give me enough that I know what I'm getting into. But I also think I'd pass it over because of that.
Yeah. I would not read this book in public.
That's the other part. Yep, that's the other part.
Yeah. There's no way you could catch me reading this on a bus. Like,
Nope. It's gonna be a Kindle read only.
100%. I think that this book, just based off the cover, is going to be sexy in all the wrong ways. Like, it's going to
Yep.
make me feel bad. for the way I look at things. And so, I mean, the title's half his age. Like,
Yeah.
I think we get it. I as a cover, pretty good. Like 4
I
stars,
also hate.
but
Yeah.
I wouldn't pick it up.
Well, it also, like, I understand that this is supposed to be fiction, but after reading her memoir, I'm gonna have a hard time seeing it as fiction.
Yeah. Yep. I
And
totally agree with
hopefully
you on
she's
that.
like doing this as a way to break away from that, and like give this sexy take on it, maybe. But I'm
I don't
gonna have a
know.
but then do you do that? Does that like
The
it?
description of it really feels like she's just
Yeah,
putting her story, but with a new name. Like,
yeah, and that
so
makes
I
me feel
don't
kind of
know.
icky.
If you're a Jeanette McCurdy fan, go ahead and read it. Why not?
I still might.
I don't know if I will. I'm probably not. I'm gonna be honest.
That's
Liz is
fair. I don't see.
reading
I don't see you
her.
reading this.
Yeah, Liz is reading her memoir right now.
It's so good.
Oh,
It's so good.
well, there you go. That's something.
So good. That's another one that if you want to read a nonfiction, listen to her. Listen to it. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Nice.
She cries in it, like reading it. It's
Oh shoot.
yep. It's earth shattering. It's so good.
I don't know if I can handle that much emotion.
Yeah, it's so good
Just sitting in my car weeping. That's what I
for
need.
sure. Yep.
Okay, number 3. Gotta buzz through these. Ashley Elston, Anatomy of an Alibi.
Meh.
Eh.
It's a spooky house with a neon title print. Like,
Yep.
I don't know.
What's really funny is that number 3 and number 1 are like the same.
Yes.
Isn't that weird? So, Anatomy of an Alibi, first line: 2 women, 1 dead husband, and only 1 alibi. And then number 1, the most frequently added to Goodreads member shelves, My Husband's Wife by Alice Feeney. And it's about 2 women and 1 dude. And I
One
think the
house, one
dude-
husband, 2 women, and somebody is lying.
Yeah!
This is the same book.
It's the same book. It's gotta be. But I gotta
They're
say,
both. They're both meh.
I like the Alice Feeney one better because the key
Yeah.
is interesting because it's 2 people's faces. There's
Yep.
someone's face in the key and then a woman's face in the head
Mm-hmm.
part. Like I think that's interesting at the very least. But otherwise, it's like I don't know.
It's spooky places, spooky settings with neon text.
2.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, sure. I will say that again with the Alice Feeney, I do like the added key, and I like that she doesn't like. Yes, it says the New York Times bestselling author of Beautiful Ugly, but you got to kind of look for that. Where in the Ashley Elson one, it literally says bestselling author of First Lie Wins. It's like, hey, she did write this other book that was super popular.
Yep.
Cool.
The other one,
Use that space to give me a better image.
please. The Anatomy of an Alibi is cover judged, cover denied. Like,
Yes.
boo,
Yeah.
dislike. But yeah,
Yeah.
the other one is like a 2.
That too.
Pretty mid covers this time around.
I know.
Crazy. But that being said, we got something new coming up around the corner. Get ready for Choose Your Character. After this, we're back. Chit Chat Chapters new segment. Choose Your Character.
Let's go. I'm excited. I'm so ready. I've been like, the gears are turning.
I'm very excited too. So basically, how this is going to go is I have come up with 3 character names with no other thoughts other than this is a name of a character. And Lauren and I are going to try and figure out what genre of book this character would be. We're going to try and figure out what kind of person this character would be. And selfishly, at the end of the day, maybe I write a short story about one of these characters. Like,
Heck yeah.
that's kind of I wanted something that was a little creative, little. So
Yep.
that's the goal. Character number 1. I'm going to be honest. I thought of this name and immediately thought of who this character was. Tug Johnson. Tug spelled Tugg.
Yep.
You can't tell me that he's not like a local sheriff or like
Yes.
like a private eye. Like we need to hone in a little deeper, but he's an action genre kind of guy.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So like I was thinking like deputy, like the one that steps up in the action
Yeah.
where he's the one that like he's the unlikely superhero in all of it.
Yes.
Where, when once the sheriff gets shot, he's like, "Oh man, now I got to go." And he
Ooh.
like races to the finish line, He's the
I
one that
like that.
takes the final push to win the battle type thing.
I like that a lot. And so, in going in theme with that, so before the book really kicks off, I bet he's known as like the good old boy, likes drinking beer. He's a deputy, but like he kind
He's
of
the
abuses
fixer.
that power. Yeah.
Yep.
He
He's
he
the town
abuses that
fixer.
power not like to cause harm, just like he has his buddies drive him home from the bar,
Yep.
kind of thing. And so
Yep.
people are not expecting much from Tug Johnson.
Nope.
But then
He'll take a cat out of a tree.
Yeah.
He'll help a lady walk the street. He'll
Yeah.
walk a little old lady across the street.
How big of a town we thinking? We thinking small town, we thinking big city.
Nah, it's got to be small town.
Small town. It feels like southern Georgia.
Yeah, 100%. It could be small town boy that moves to a big city and then is
Ooh.
lost and feels very lost and out of place.
Ooh, that would be very interesting.
Giving kind of Brooklyn Nine-Nine vibes a little bit.
Ooh, I could see
Where
that.
where he's the small town boy that shows up at this big department, not comedy, but more so like small town that shows up in this big city and trying to like navigate this way around a crew that is already so tight knit that like he has to find his little niche within this.
Interesting. That's a very interesting direction. I wouldn't have thought about going that way. My immediate thought of when we think big city, my immediate thought is that he lives in like a distant suburb. You know how people say they're from Chicago, but they're actually from like 3 hours away from Chicago?
Yeah.
That's what I pictured. Was like he's like from Atlanta, but is from actually
Yeah.
like 2 hours away, and then the story takes him into Atlanta,
Kind
of thing.
Yeah.
So, like something happens in his small town, and he follows the trail. He follows the clues,
Yeah.
and then gets into. And then in book 2, he is all of a sudden part of the Atlanta PD and finds himself. Then we're into your book.
Yeah. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I like
Fleshed
I
out
like
story.
Tug
He also needs a
Johnson.
dog. He needs a sidekick. He needs a dog.
100% he needs a dog. He
Yep.
needs
He needs a bar dog, but it's a stray dog that follows him around. It's not his dog.
short hair,
Yep.
bigger dog, not a pit bull, but like a mutt.
Yeah.
Mix.
No, just a scraggly little mutt mix thing. It's like 50-ish pounds. Big enough to be sturdy to help things, but not really like offensive in any way. That just kind of shows up everywhere.
In the first, the way he gets out of the first act of violence, the dog like bites the bad guy in the leg, and then the bad guy gets away, but Tug is saved.
Yep, 100%. And then he's like, "Okay, fine. I guess you're my dog now."
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to name you. How about Mutt?
Yep,
Mutt and Tug.
100%. Mutt and Tug. 2 G's, 2 T's. Yep.
It's perfect. It makes perfect sense.
Amazing.
Goodness, Tug Johnson, hero of Atlanta.
Hero of Atlanta.
Okay, I think that's great. Perfect. Okay, character number 2, Rosalind Hartmeyer.
Fantasy. Gotta be fantasy.
Went straight to fantasy.
Fantasy. She carries a sword. That's her weapon of choice.
You and I are on to completely different wavelengths for this one.
Nope. Carries a sword.
Carries a sword. I immediately was like, she's high society, man. This is like
Ooh.
This is like 1800s high society.
Mmm.
Yeah. She falls for a farm boy. But star-crossed lovers, they can't be together.
Oh, that's good too.
Rosalind Hartmeyer to me wears the big dress with the big poofy thing, and she's
With
got a
the,
corset, she's got a
cage
little
underneath.
umbrella, and
Yeah.
she goes for a stroll along the promenade, and like one of the stable boys sees her off in the distance and has daydreams about her. Real As You Wish, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm picturing for Rosalind.
Or she's one of them that falls from grace. Her dad does some dirty dealings, falls from grace, and then falls in love with the farm boy because she's in his world now and doesn't know how to
He
like
accepts her for who
adjust.
she really is rather than for her status. And she learns to live life without
And to
without boundaries.
love the life there instead of the high society life.
Whoo, that's good. That's really good. I like that a lot. Who's the love interest? What's his name?
Oh God. See, this is why this is gonna be your segment because I'm awful at coming up with names. I can do stories all day, but names are not my thing.
Interesting. Let's see. So Rosalind. Who loves Rosalind? What's a name that's kind of scrappy? Kind of.
It's gotta be like a Trevor.
Trevor's
But
good.
Trevor's not quite not time period enough. I
Not
feel
time
like.
period accurate, but what is the 1800s version of Trevor?
Right.
Theodore?
Thomas.
Thomas is good. Thomas
Theodore
is
feels too high class.
It does. But maybe.
Then he could go by. Then he goes by Teddy at the club. You know, Thomas.
But listen, if it's Theodore, maybe his parents thought we could boost him into higher society.
We could boost him up, and then there could also be the tension of she's not sure if he's using her to get back up to that high class where he's always supposed to be.
I think we got it. I think we got something right there. Yeah,
Start
yeah.
typing. Start writing.
It's a fall from grace. He thinks of this as an opportunity to grow his social status.
Yep.
She finds someone who she thinks that he loves her just because of who she is, and along the way he finds out that he actually does. And then there's a
Yep.
big climactic scene where he's like talking to somebody where this is what it is. This is a big climactic scene. Okay? He's talking to one of these other members of higher society, and they're like talking down bad about her, and she overhears him agree with them,
Yep.
and then it all falls apart.
Yep.
I'm starting to think I shouldn't put this out there. This is
I know.
free, like people are going to
TM,
start.
TM, TM, TM. Copyright.
Okay, final one. This is a side character, specifically a side character,
Okay.
nicknamed Shoehorn. I picture Shoehorn as I have two thoughts. My first thought, I think I like better, and it's that I picture him as a he, first and foremost.
Yeah, it's a he.
And I think that he is like the tech nerd, the guy in the chair,
Yes.
who shoehorns random facts in at any moment, and that's why he's called Shoehorn.
Or can shoehorn his way into unknown access points,
Even better.
areas.
That's way better. Absolutely. I'm thinking a cross between from Criminal Minds, Dr. Reed, and Penelope. Like,
Absolutely.
you
That
can
the one guy from Numbers. If you ever watch Numbers, you know, like that was the other one. I had a math teacher in high school. Then when he didn't want to teach, he made us watch Numbers. Because yeah, that relates.
It's math. It's all numbers.
Right,
The
but yeah.
show's called Numbers. It makes sense.
Exactly. But yeah, no, a mix between Dr. Reed and Penelope.
Yeah.
Kind of a who's the dude on NCIS? The one that's still there after all these years.
Dog.
Okay, fine.
I don't know.
But yeah, no, he's the tech guy.
Yeah. He's the guy in the chair.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
That he also does not have and my world he doesn't have a face. All you do is you hear him.
Oh, he's just a number.
He's just a voice.
On the phone. He's just a voice. Ooh,
Yep.
I like that. I like that a lot. Which means, in my mind, that means that this is a secret agent book. That this
Yes.
is
Yeah, that's where my
like a
brain went with
James
secret
Bond
agent.
kind of
FBI.
book. FBI. Yeah. Like deep FBI, not just like,
Yes.
ooh, we're a field agent from Quantico. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
no.
This guy, people don't know who this guy is.
Like Secret Service levels of,
Yeah,
yeah, classified information, like highest status.
I like that. I like that.
People know of him but have never met him.
I like that a lot. Okay, listen, we gotta get out of this because we went long on the first couple segments. But if you, listener, if you enjoyed this segment, let us know. And which one is your favorite?
Yeah.
Let us know.
And give us a name. Give us a name.
Absolutely. Comment a name for us to come up with because, damn it, we're good at this.
Yeah.
Oh, man. We got one more segment coming your way. It's funny reviews. We got to come up with a better name for that, but it doesn't matter.
You know we will.
Project Hail Mary. We're talking about it one more time with some really funny reviews. We'll be back after this. Welcome back. Chit Chat and Chapters. Austin, Lauren, back for our final segment of this show. And this one, we are looking at funny reviews of good books, bad books, just...
Yeah.
This time, we're looking at Andy Weir's hit Project Hail Mary because it's one that we both have read,
Yep.
which, by the way, we did a deep dive on this. Go check out Dual POV, where we really dive deep into Project Hail Mary, the things we liked, the things we didn't like. We really got into it over on Dual POV, so be sure to go check that out. But we're looking at... This book is rated 4.5 stars on Goodreads, officially. Yes. 4.5. Over 1 million ratings. People like this book. But some people really didn't.
I just learned that people are so much more creative than I am. Reading
Right?
these reviews just get me, man. Some people are just like, the way it's just chef's kiss.
Yes. Yes, there's some people that are just so dang smart. I found 3 reviews that I think are so funny. I'll start.
Yep, because I only got 2.
So I went with the 2-star reviews because I feel like there are some people that either just don't get the book or don't acknowledge that the book has any good qualities about it, and I think those get bogged down in the 1 stars. But a 2-star review lets me know you thought about this.
Yeah.
So
You tried.
first one from BB, B-I-B-I, like a modern-day John McClane, but in space and with Astrophage as the villain. The bumbling white guy, who we all know will save the day, saves the day, and he even saved the aliens. Imagine that. The only good thing about this book is Rocky the Iridian.
Facts. That's so funny. The bumbling white guy saves that. And he even saves
so
the aliens.
True. That is exactly what happens.
Yeah. No, that should be the blurb on the back of the book.
The bumbling white guy saves the Earth and the aliens. Imagine
And the aliens.
that.
All of them. All of the entirety of the aliens.
Everybody. Imagine that on the back of the book. He saves everybody.
Even the aliens.
Even the aliens. Spoilers! Goodness.
Oh, that's so good. So I went through the 1 stars. Partly I was just like looking for bad ones and I happened, this one like must be a top comment or something because it popped up way early. And I was like, oh, okay. It's from Emco, E-M-K-O. This is they have 69 reviews. Nice. Every so often, I am lucky enough to come across something that reminds me of how beautiful the diversity of the human experience is. For example, some people love this book.
Oh, no.
The first time I read through that, I had to go look because I was like, wait, why? I got halfway through. I was like, why is he rating it 1 star? Because some people love this book. That's it. No explanation as to why. No nothing. It's just, you know what? Life is beautiful because some people love this book. And, that's a hot take, man.
That is a super hot take. I love that. That's so funny.
So good.
Oh, man. I got another 2-star review from Tatiana, and I think it's so funny that her name is Tatiana because of this review. So, OMFG, 16 hours of poop joke loving Gary Stu mansplaining and praising himself. No wonder he is single. P.S. It's exactly the same book as The Martian. P.P.S. How creative to define all Russians by vodka. Genius. I think Tatiana's Russian.
I would. That's probably a pretty good, good guess.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's so funny.
Joke loving Gary Stu mansplaining and praising himself is really funny.
Gary Stu is that's good.
I had never heard that before as being like it's like the guy with no flaws.
Yeah.
Is that I never heard that before this. I actually, like, while you were reading the other one, I was Googling Gary Stu. I was like, I don't get it. Now I get it.
Yep. I get it. I like it. I appreciate it.
Okay.
So my last one here, I'm only going to read like half of it because he does go into like more of why he thinks this. But this is from Mike R.W. with 75 reviews. I read this a few months after it came out. You know, when it had over a 4.5 rating from tens of thousands of reviews. Then I read it again. And now I have to be honest. I'm assuming that I'm just wrong and maybe I was in some kind of blackout where I'm actually awake and reading something. I liked The Martian, but I hated this book strongly. I would have thrown it against the wall if it hadn't been on Kindle.
Oh, no.
Thank you for saving the Kindle.
Dang. That's rough.
And then he basically just goes into like, look, Andy Weir phones this in. It's a bad remake of The Martian. And then he goes, why doesn't Ryland Grace have any friends? I mean, no friends from college. The guy has a doctorate. That's lots of school time to not have one friend.
That's true. That's so true.
Yep.
Oh, man. It's so funny reading these, and I know that I'm not changing my 4.5 stars that I gave it, but there is a part of me that's like, man, these people have a good point.
Oh, 100%. That's why it's so funny to me.
Mm-hmm. All right, my last one. I tell you what, Fern is a dirty dog. She did this book dirty. 2 stars. Cured my insomnia every time I picked it up.
Oh my god.
Dog.
And again, it goes back to the 2-star. She took time. She was very
She read the whole book and went, man, this book sucks.
So good.
Oh, goodness gracious. So that is our final segment, funny reviews. Tell us what books we should look up reviews for, because, man, even some of the best books out there have really funny reviews on Goodreads. Goodness. But that's going to do it for this segment, this episode of Chit Chat and Chapters. I'm Austin. You can find me on social media that I may or may not use, at Radio Guy Austin. She is Lauren. Lauren, where can they find you?
Find me across the internet at Lauren's Lifestyle. Once you've found the little profile picture of me with a little drink, you have found me across the board. That's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the fun things. Come join me.
Be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, comment, push all the buttons, do everything, help grow this podcast, because we love doing it, and we really appreciate everyone who is listening. We will be back in a couple weeks. Thanks so much. See ya. Keep on reading. I almost forgot.